Hello!
Hey! Welcome to the Magnify community!
Woo!
Hey! Welcome to the Magnify community!
Magnify is
Community. Definitely.
Loving community.
Yeah.
Community.
Hi, community.
Community.
The love and the community.
A community.
So, you're here, that means you are now part of a community, the Magnify community. And that's pretty special.
I have never felt so loved before, so free to be who I was and to explore God and see if God played a role in my life, which turns out he does. In all of our lives. And I hope you're finding that out too with a group of people that will love you unconditionally after this moment.
It's hard to describe, but having people accept you as you are and you're accepting people as they are, that's beautiful. And to have that community that lasts more than just the weekend at Magnify, that's so important. Yeah.
One piece of advice for a growing community would be to listen. I know it sounds cliche and whatever, but it is true. I think, at least personally, one of the most affirming things is when someone is genuinely listening to you, and there's no better time to try it than now when you're stuck with a bunch of humans for a bunch of hours.
Open up. These people here around you, they are in similar situations to you probably, and no one's gonna judge you.
You need to be vulnerable for you, as you need to be willing to open yourself up to other people, and that's difficult. That's hard to do, especially if it's people you don't know very well. But that's the most important part in community, is that you're vulnerable, and by doing that, you're inviting other people to be themselves and to be present in that situation just as they are. And if you can be there just as you are, and they can be there just as they are, that's a beautiful thing, and that's when community happens.
There's no right way to be in the presence of God. As long as you have an open heart and an open mind, you're doing it right.
I think a lot of people have this perception that they need to be great, they need to be amazing to be a part of a community. But no, you can come broken, you can come at a chapter of your life that maybe isn't that great, or you can come maybe in a chapter of your life that is great. You don't always have to be there and have the right answer for everybody. It's okay to be in a community just as you are.
I've found that over the last 5 years, community to me means having deep, meaningful relationships and a support system that will always be there. My relationships with the people I've built community with are some of the most difficult and rewarding relationships because they're exactly what God desires for us on earth, to be fully accepted as we are while being pushed to grow into what we can be. So I encourage you to not accept Sunday as the end of this community or a community as special as this, because it's out there. We're out here. All of the women and men who have been on Magnify are your community now. And maybe that means that you'll hang out with some of us after this weekend, or maybe that will mean that you'll simply find comfort in knowing that there's a group of people out there who care about you and pray for you. And God calls us all to bring who we are to community. Nothing more, nothing less. And so I just encourage you to take a moment this weekend to set an intention of how you want to be involved in the Magnify community after this weekend.
What's one way to build community? Stay. Go on the team multiple times or even once. These people are going to know you in a way that nobody else ever will. If Magnify now is like anything like it was then, There will be things happening and you will have no idea how to explain them, but with God. And maybe to some other people outside Magnify, that will make sense. But the people on this retreat in your lives are here now, and even though I know I'll never have met you, or maybe I have, I'll always be in your lives because we have Magnify together, and I love you so much.
My Magnify experience have really rooted my heart, my mind, my soul, my faith, and basically my vision of how to live in this world. So it really has, I don't know a better word for it, but like literally it's rooted who I am, and it's rooted how I find happiness and seek love in this world.
You don't have to accept on Monday that the Magnify community will not continue. It's hard with our busy lives and our busy schedules to continue this type of community, but sharing our lives with others is something that it doesn't stop on Monday. We can continually share ourselves and create community by sitting in campus ministry or getting coffee with someone that you met on this retreat and you connected with, or going to mass or whatever service you prefer with someone, or reaching out to someone who also goes to a mass or a service that you'd like to go to. There's just so many ways to be part of this community, and I know I haven't even touched on half of them, but I just want to encourage you to continue to seek and look for the ways that God is bringing community into your life. I've been holding all of you in prayer for a very long time, ever since I started in Magnify, and that I just hope that the rest of this weekend is really joyful and rejuvenating for you, and yeah, I guess that's it. So peace and love to you all, and enjoy the rest of this experience.
Sending lots of love and prayers from Ramagana, Rwanda. Inshuti amahoro namigisha. Peace and blessings, friends.
And like Emilio always says, the best is yet to come. Bye-bye!
You are good to me. Oh, you are good to